Hello and welcome to Logistics Shakti podcast series. I am Sukshim Sharma, your host for today, as I'm joined by dignitaries who are driving the conversation in logistics sector. And right now, I'm sitting with Mr. Vikash Shekhar, who has been there in the industry for more than 35 years into product and logistics sector. And he has been heading companies, being the CEO for product and logistics sector, particularly
Right.
for North, Eastern, and SAARC countries, if I may prescribe it in few words. Welcome to the show, sir. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you,
us.
Sukshma. Thank you for introducing me.
So to start the conversation with, since your expertise are into product and logistics, to start with, I would really like to understand what are the evolving challenges that are there in the sector that companies are actually facing.
See, a very apt question you have asked. See, in the product companies have a different kind of challenges, and the logistics service providers have different kind of challenges. Today, since we are sitting with the in the logistics podcast series of Logistics Shakti, so I'll talk about more into logistics. See, logistics and supply chain space, uh, challenges are enormous and plenty. But to name with some, see, we this industry operates in a lot of variables. This industry is basically a dynamic industry. See, in product environment, you have a lot of controllables. You can design, you can control things. But in logistics space, whatever design you do, whatever controllables you apply in your company, the processes, SOPs, the software, but at the end of the day, in the distribution logistics, your products moves into the road. So on the road, there are more than 3,000 kilometers over the country, India. Your products on the road. So basically, anything may happen. So your challenges are by the riots, by the lockdowns, by the anything you can say, by the heavy rains, etc. So we in our industry control lot of controllables, but apart from that also we have some challenges which we cannot control. Number one. Secondly, uh, it's very important to mention here that in the product environment, when we sell a product, if the product quality is very good and you get a good services, then you become a brand ambassador of that product. I'll not name any product, but we are using lot of products every day, and we keep taking names to our friends. Say, यही लो, ये product बहुत अच्छा है. In logistics environment, whatever best services you provide, but every shipment is a new product. So if I'm working with a large corporate for like 5 years or 10 years, but today if I have go for with one shipment and that shipment was very important to that company, so our services are not up to that mark, and we are on the far line. So the challenges are very enormous. So we, as a company, as a team, we keep on training, we keep on be on the toes and try to give services, best services to our companies.
Right. So to be specific and looking at the geopolitics scenario that is going on, globally, logistics and the supply chain sector is something which gets affected very easily, and depends on the situations that are there when the geolocations are involved. So I would really like to understand from your perspective that how the industry is getting affected and what are we looking at when we say, we need the support from the government side as well.
And see, here it's very good question. In current scenario or the war-like situations, we actually are affected heavily. See, logistics you can divide into two parts. One is international, one is domestic, but both are interlinked. See, the movement of goods, movement of shipments are depending on the manufacturing. Or manufacturing is impacted by the geopolitical situation of the world because shipments are stuck up in the strait. Iran also the ships are not getting released. Uh, there are so many countries we are not able to pass through. So international logistics has got impacted heavily, resulting in the impact on the domestic movements also. manufacturing also, movement also. So if it will last longer, then it will be really a tough time for the country also. But we all hope that it will end soon.
Right. So is the government also plays any, critical role in the whole process?
Yes, Government of India is actually doing a lot of activities. They have initiated a lot of initiatives in this. They have been discussing with a lot of countries, and due to the actually active negotiations of our foreign ministry, Government of India, India is not that much impacted till date. See, one thing I want to mention here, that the LPG, PNG, the diesel prices are still not at a very high price. Diesels are not hiked. Prices are as it is before the war. So this is the great success Government of India have done till today. Otherwise, our situation would, as a country, our situation would have been worse. But till date, we are much in a much better situation because of the Government of India's active participation with a lot of countries, parleying with a lot of countries.
Right. Sir, as you wisely mentioned about the government of India's role into supporting the whole situation, I would like to understand what's the scenario when I talk about domestic logistics. So, what are the reforms that are already available? What are the reforms that you guys are looking forward from the government side?
In the domestic logistics, lot of reforms have been done by this government. See, I don't want to be very specific, but before 2014 and after 2014, lot of reforms have been done to our industry. See, this transportation industry in India was not getting its due right from the independence. But in last 10 years almost, it has got lot of independence recognition. The logistics, national logistics policies in the place. Lot of infra development is there. Or we want that infrastructure should develop more faster. We should get more dedicated freight corridors. We should get more expressways so that the trucking becomes easier. A saying goes in our industry that bigger the vehicle, lesser the per kg cost. So lesser the per kg cost, lesser the logistic cost for the manufacturing sector. So we will have a goods at a cheaper price because the logistics is a major cost for the GDP of India.
So we are sitting at the second edition of Logistics Shakti Summit and Awards. Um, through such platforms, what is the expectation here, and how is it actually helping the sector?
As far as Logistics Shakti platform is concerned, see, they have been trying to pass on a message to the younger professionals of the industry, especially that you should come into this industry, you should work in this industry. This industry is no more a typical blue collar industry. Here also a lot of white collar people are there. Lot of automation has happened. AI is playing a very, very important role in this industry. So basically, this kind of a platforms provides a very good message to the industry or outside the industry people. Like, see, you are not from the industry, but you can also feel coming over here that lot of activities are happening which are actually modern outlook wise. So that the older concept that logistics is not that modern, it's not an advanced industry. So that is being eradicated by this kind of a.
Right. You mentioned about the AI part. I would really like to know, and it's a very, interesting chapter in the whole sector, that how is actually AI being used and utilized in the whole sector?
See, transport and logistics is a very vast sector in the country. And as I mentioned earlier, it's more than 3,000 kilometers length and breadth we cover. In the process, we are highly dependent on the experienced people. Like a person is having experience for 25 years, 20 years, 30 plus years in South India, North India, northeastern part of India, which is the most difficult terrain of the country, or even Nepal or Western India. But now, with the help of AI, we are able to design our network, take our costings in a such a way that we are not depending on only on the manual interventions. So I don't say that their importance will not be there, But with the help of AI, we are getting a lot of informations, lot of calculations, a lot of designing of our network. So the AI is helping industry like anything.
Just to sum up the conversation, sir, any last message that you would like to give to the audiences today?
See, I'll only pass this message to the audience that please come to this industry. When I came to this industry around 20, 25 years back, those days the scenario was different. And we had struggled a lot. We have tried to uplift the industry. But now the situation is absolutely up to the mark. The all national companies are actually utilizing a lot of technology. Platform is very good. So please come and contribute to this industry. Secondly, this industry will give you a very good career.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.